Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, comments, generous donations in all forms. I appreciate it all. Let's go ahead and ring this bell. Let's clear out the energy, and then we'll just see what the message the Spirit has for us this morning. I feel at one point somebody had some type of power over you or over someone, maybe someone that you're connected to. But now it's almost like their eyes have been open and they no longer, hey, straight cheese, have this type of control, of power, of this mind manipulation. I feel like it was a mind manipulation, the way that they were able to control how someone actually saw things, events, or you. That person, that time is over. I just kind of got like where when I looked over here, like, sometimes you get dizzy real quick, but then things start to clear up. I feel like some type of spell has fallen off of somebody and they just like woke up. Hey, Lightworker William. Bottom of the deck, we have this Three of Cups. Yeah, it's almost like somebody is thinking about these people from the past. This group from the past. It could have been a coven, could be part of their family. It's like how it's almost like someone is thinking about something from the past too. Good times in the past. Hey, captive chains. And maybe how someone, like I said, I feel like they saw something or they gave someone some type of credit. Hey, wing seer, like this person would be telling them the truth, and it's almost like they had this, somebody gave them like this information or they told them this message, and they said, okay, so what you need to do is you need to do this, and they was like, and you're going to have all your wishes come true, and that person believed in that. And it's almost like they told them what they needed to do when it came to your relationship, how they needed to move a certain way. But now it's almost like justice is coming in. Like I said, someone is waking up. Someone no longer has any power over this person. Oh, and I was getting ready to say purpose. Maybe they no longer have power over your purpose, which is helping this person to wake up. And they can see it was all a plan. It was all a plan, and it had to do with you and how they loved you and how you loved you and how you loved them. It was all a plan, about, maybe working on your heart or something. They wanted someone to invest in blocking you, invest in keeping you at bay, invest in not letting you get close. But see, somebody didn't realize that you had spiritual protection. Hey, J. Mike. Somebody didn't see that you was always going to win. You was always going to, and it's almost because you stood above everyone else. It's not like in a narcissistic way. It's just that you knew that you had a specific purpose. And you weren't going to back down, not for this group, not for this family, not for this coven, not for anyone. You had to defend yourself, protect yourself against, these people that were speaking ill about you, trying to ruin your reputation, trying to tarnish your name. You had to do all of that. And now it's almost like somebody, now they want to bring you an apology because, like I said, when you walked away, and you may have been gone for months. You may have been gone for months. But you walking away and staying gone, it's like it gave this person an opportunity to see things differently now. Someone's having this opportunity that they didn't see before. Something about how they were trapped before and they didn't see that there was a way out. They kind of felt like, like this person feels like, okay, now I'm a slave to this situation. Now I'm a slave to whatever's going on, and there is no way out. Almost like they had joined some type of game, jumped in, and there's only one way out. I feel like with this, there were 3 men. There were 3 men, an older man, and then 2 younger men. But see, this one in the middle, this King of Cups, looked over at this King of Swords a lot. This Emperor was always just thinking about themselves and looking straight forward. But this King of Cups looked to someone else to set the tone. Hey, LP. And what that King of Swords did was they lied a lot. They lied a lot. Hey, Baby Yoda. Now somebody can see how these people were working on them, working to feed them slowly, working until they just was full of these misconceptions, these lies, everything. Like I said, and now someone is looking, they're doing their research and they're trying to figure out how they can change their own situation. Because now someone realizes, like I said, they're looking at things differently and they realize they've been lied to a lot. Somebody, they felt like this witch felt like their ships were coming in, like they just had to sit back and just wait. That's all they had to do was sit back and wait, because they felt so convinced that somebody had cut you out, that somebody didn't see you as they really should have seen you, that somebody wasn't looking at you, that somebody discounted you. But see, what they didn't realize was somebody was going to give them some type of information. Somebody else, this King of Staffs, was coming in to give them some type of information. That's what they didn't realize. And then they started listening. It's almost like they started listening, trying to hear, like they were trying to get messages straight from the Most High. And I feel like the message that they got from the Most High was how they had acted with this group, how they had did some crazy things without thinking, how they had traveled and went places without thinking, like they was leading the charge. They was allowing somebody else, this group to control them. How they was part of this conflict. How they had caused somebody pain, how they had caused themselves pain. Because you know what? I feel like you had told someone the truth And they thought that, and then you look the other way, because it's almost like you can only tell someone the truth so many times before you just like, well, forget it. Forget it. You looked the other way and you went your way. Like you was no longer going to allow yourself to go through this headache, this heartache of repeating the same thing over and over and over, only to find out someone couldn't hear you. They refused to listen. They didn't want to hear you. You balanced yourself out and you moved forward. You balancing yourself out, your life out, and moving forward, regardless if somebody could hear you, or regardless if somebody wanted to throw their entire life away, you let that be on that person. But you was not going to give this coven or this family or this group the satisfaction of thinking that they got you. They got you where they wanted you. You weren't going to give them the satisfaction of thinking that, you know what, we knew how to take her down, take him down. No. You allowed someone to sit right where they felt like they wanted to be. That's what caused this person to have to go within and start looking at themselves, trying to figure things out. That's what made this person start to say, wait a minute, I need to put these swords down. Because they had to realize they only hurt themselves. You were strong enough, courageous enough, wise enough to go off on your own. You knew you didn't need that group. You knew that your journey was a single journey anyway, and you're the only one that had the courage to travel alone. And by you traveling alone, that's when the sun really started shining on you. This person, they regret now the role that they played, how they thought that their little games, their tricks was going to have you on your hands and knees begging them, please. Now they're the ones who's on their hands and their knees. These tricks are affecting them in a way that they never thought. They're the ones who's left out in the cold. Everything that they tried to do to you came back on them. You know what? They even are with this King of Coins. Something about this person and what they thought they wanted, everything that they thought they wanted, as far as material wealth, they realized that's not really what they wanted. They realized that they still feel empty on the inside, that they're depressed, that they're not happy, they're sad. Now this person, they want to heal something. They want to heal this curse. They want to heal the conflict. They want to heal the overburden that they gave to you. They realized that they allowed this family to lie to them. They allowed somebody to tell them all they really wanted was money. Now they realize that this was a family curse, a generational curse. Like I said, with you, your home, your happiness, you represent hope. You represent health. This person wants to come and they want to offer you an apology. Because they want to tell you how they didn't see this before, like how the veil was pulled over their eyes. But now the truth about you has come out of who you actually are, of what you truly represent, of what you bring to the table, of how abundant you are, of the beauty that you have inside and outside. They can't deny this truth. They cannot deny this truth because judgment is here and the world is here. It's like when you close that cycle, judgment was called on them and everyone else involved. People are looking at you. It's like you are the center of attraction right here. People are talking good things about you. They're saying good shit about you. And how you've completed cycles, you've changed the game up. You did this, you did that. Look at you, just look at you. This is what people are saying. Just look at collective. And this person is thinking about how they held back from loving you, how they purposely held back from giving you love, the respect that you deserve. Grand Rising K Hypsee. You knew whenever they weren't given to you. You knew when love was no longer being served at the table, and that's what made you want to walk away. They weren't fooling you. To be honest, they weren't even really fooling themselves. Someone was just going along to get along. And now they feel like a fool. Feeling like they was a fool for the devil. Feeling like they was used. Like they lost their own angel wings. Like they did things without thinking. They fell off the cliff backwards. And this person is mad at the people that they thought were their friends, their loyal friends, because that dog is sitting there watching them. Like, you sure you want to do that? And the dog didn't even try and warn them. This person is thinking, how did they miss this? And why did they allow this group of people to talk them out of what they already had? And how it all crumbled in real time in front of their face. People that they held in high honor, those people are the ones that are falling down. Crowns have been knocked off of people's heads that they had thought deserved the crown. They no longer want to be a part of any type of rumor mill, any type of gossip, any type of a group to bring you down, to talk about you, to mischaracterize you. They don't want to be a part of that. Any smear campaigns, they don't want to be a part of that bullshit no more. Hi, Awakened Chosen 333. Confirmation. Now somebody's trying to figure out how they can start over with you. This is something that they can't let go of. This person can't even sleep at night. They can't get any rest because they're trying to figure out how they can even start over with you. What's the message, Spirit? Someone is realizing that they were a witness. They were a witness to some bullshit, to some witchcraft. They were a witness to this coven trying to sit here and cast some type of spell over you. They were a witness to them trying to take you out just because of your gifts. Someone is realizing they were a witness. And they trust in divine timing at this point. They feel like, everything is happening to them at this point for a reason. And they're starting to wake up and realize the treasure that they hold within. This person is realizing how they have to, how they ended, new starts in their life. And if they want it back, they have to end what no longer works so that they can begin again. Like, you have to get rid of what you don't want before you can get what you do want. They're realizing now what they invested in the past. And in that investment, what it cost them. They had what they wanted, but yet somebody or some people told them this is what you really need. And so when they realize what they invested in, now it's all crumbling down. Really what they wanted was to close this cycle with you, was to be inside that bubble with you, was to travel the world with you, was to see things from your point of view. Hey, Shaylin. This person did not realize that when karma came back on them, that it was going to be like this. Whatever they're going through, they didn't realize. And the bad thing is, they don't know what's next. They don't know when it's going to end. This person is starting to see everything differently now, especially whenever it comes to these committed relationships, when it comes to these certain family ties, how they should have stood up, how they should have protected, how they should have been more aware, especially whenever it comes to who you are and what you bring to the table. This person has made this judgment call that they do want to be happy. Like I said, you don't get what you want until you can get rid of what you don't want. And right now, this person no longer wants to feel like they're trapped with no options. Something that you told someone before is you always have options. Somebody wants you to feel like you're stuck, like they know they got you, like they can hold your feet over the fire because you don't have nowhere else to go. You don't have any other options, but you always have options. There's always something for you to do. This person is so upset with themselves because once they go within and they're looking at what they've caused, it breaks their heart over and over and over again. And this person now is in the position where, after suffering a broken heart, after going within, they are trying to heal. They're thinking about what you said. They're thinking about you always standing alone. And how you put, it's like you say whatever you have to say and you don't even worry about it. It's like this person says what they need to say and they let it go. Like you're not a person that holds grudges. You're not going to sit there and say, well, this because of this or that 15 years later after some bullshit that happened and passed. People got kids and grandkids now, and somebody's still bringing up some bullshit. What's the message, Spirit? Yes, this person is having a hard time letting this go, and they want to heal, and they're trying to heal by themselves. They feel that they can't be around these people any longer. It's these people that they were around that's causing the pain, and this is why this person needs to be courageous. They need to invest in themselves. They need to understand that that was the devil that was trying to get them out of their spot. That was the devil that they was listening to. Oh, good, light worker William. I would still be asleep. I'd be like, I'm gonna come in late. What's the message, Spirit? Anything else from the stack? Let's pull another deck. Bottom of the deck. Something is over. Something is these lies. Them living in the shadows. Them accepting some bullshit. That's over. Now somebody wants to go forward because they understand that they do have a choice. They can make their own decisions. They're not stuck by what somebody else told them. It's like somebody is afraid of how you're going to act, what you're going to say. But they need to let that fear subside. They need to have some strength, and because right now they have nothing to lose. Because the conflict that they were involved in, that wheel of fortune, is not turning in their favor. And they want to be able to celebrate with you again. They want to be able to complete this cycle, whatever cycle this is, and celebrate with you again. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah, somebody's ready to move forward. They're ready to get into their vehicle and just drive. They're ready to trust that this is divine timing. Trust that, this is true love. Because they realize that all exists through love. That anything else is just a made-up fantasy. They're ready to speak with you because they know that you have the wisdom, that you have the answers, that you can see what they cannot see. You told them. This person wants to talk with you because you're the only one who got victory. You're the only one that came out on top. And whenever you were trying to tell them the truth about this deception, now they realize that you were nurturing them, not trying to harm them. You were nurturing them with the truth, telling them about this deception, but yet they were so much into their own ego. They were so allowing everybody else to tell them what they needed to know, what they needed to think, what they needed to feel, what they needed to hear, that they didn't hear you. And it's not until this person went through some serious, serious pain that they started to wake up. This person wants to start over. This person wants to start over, and they want to be alone. They want to be able to enjoy what it is that they used to enjoy. Now this person is curious about how to come out of these rough waters, how to make this transition, how to get away from what no longer serves them. Because this person realizes that they was on this hot pursuit that led to nowhere, led to nothing. They were given a lie. They was fed a lie, and they ate every part of it. They licked the plate. All because they couldn't see who they was dealing with. They didn't want to see that, you know what, you are sitting here listening to and believing the devil, and the devil is a liar. Like I said, everybody sees that this person is getting karma. They ain't hiding nothing. Everybody sees how this person feels. Everybody sees what's going on with this person. Hey, Red Violet. They just want their wish fulfillment to come back. They just want to feel like they are in balance again. They want to feel like their dreams are coming true once again. They want to feel like they are rising to the top once again. And they know it's because they're gonna have to work on this relationship with you. They're gonna have to prove themselves that, you know what, they appreciate this opportunity to be back in this partnership with you. They're gonna have to show that they are loyal, that they can be giving, that they can use their head, that they are opening up their eyes, these eyes and their third eye, that they are receiving the downloads, that their heart is in it, that their confidence is grown. You know, that their root chakra is in place and it's solid. They got a solid foundation. You know, that their emotions are in check. How they feel about you, and in check with how they feel about themselves. And as far as anything else, these people that they worked with, they have to see them for who they are. Backstabbers. That's who they are. They have to, whenever they hear something, they have to use their discernment. Is this shit true, or is somebody lying to me? Let me check out both sides of a fucking situation here. That's how somebody realizes that they can be happy. This is why they want to start over. They learn some lessons. It's time for this person wants to be happy. They want to start over with you. They want to show you that, you know what, they've had some time to think. They see things differently, and they are ready to use logic. Instead of just taking somebody's fucking word, especially whenever it's like, you know, somebody feel like, well, you know, I've been knowing so-and-so for 5 years. Okay, but that don't mean that you know everything about so-and-so. You only know 5 years of what so-and-so wants you to see. You don't know the real deal. You don't know what's truly going on. You don't know how 5 years ago so-and-so was robbing people, stealing cars, holding up banks, you know, kidnapping babies and doing all this kind of stupid shit. Unaliving people, you know. You don't know about that shit. So what, you knew them for 5 years? So the fuck what? What that mean? But yet you knew somebody else for 35 years, and you sitting there believing what the motherfucker that you know for 5 years telling you about the other motherfucker. Like, wait, what? Oh, really? Somebody realized they was being stupid. Now that they've had a chance to go within themselves, they had to look at themselves about what they was truly doing. How they was lying to themselves, how they was believing every lie out there about you, how they was doing this and doing that. Somebody had to realize, wait a minute. I fell for all the fucking okie doke. Not only that, but I was people looking at this motherfucker like they's a fucking clown. Cause they was doing some clown shit. This is a big thing. These are all 4 major arcana. They was looking at somebody like somebody took somebody else to be a fucking clown because they was doing some clown shit and they needed to work on tempering themselves out, balancing themselves. Hey, 911, Chupacabra. Hey, Danny. Hey, Ness, how are you? You know, they thought they was about to get some money if they worked with some people. They wasn't about to get shit, but played. Hey, Hypsee. Just played. They had this idea, that I'm about we gonna make it rich. Somebody was like, yeah, all you gotta do is just work with us. Just work with us, and we'll paint the dream and this and that. Paint the picture and blah blah blah. And they did. They painted a nice picture, but then somebody realized when they saw that the paint was dripping off the walls. Oh shit! This ain't even oil paint. This is that water paint. That if you take a bucket of water and splash it, all that shit is gonna drip. Then that's when somebody realized they had been lied to. Then they trying to figure out how they can get away from the devil. And they started thinking about everything that you said. And it was all the truth about all those people. All those people. And see somebody that they had, cast their pearls to, they found out that was a swine. That was a pig itself, because this person's wheel of fortune started turning away, and somebody's experiencing some real hardship, and they realizing that emperor, that ain't no fucking emperor. Now this person is sitting there thinking about what they invested in, who they invested in. They thought they was going to be so happy, only to find out that shit came down. They not happy at all. They not happy, not even a little bit. And you know what? What's even worse is they thinking about you. Everything that you told them, it may not have been the nicest way, but you said it. It was the truth. And you was very wise about everything. You said what was going to happen. The shit was happening. And now this person is at a loss. Only because they refused to see. All because they made a wrong decision. When you told them. That's when this person realized they have to start loving themselves, and they're going to have to find some courage somewhere. Hey, Malcolm. Hey, the Blue Star. They're going to have to find some courage somewhere. Because it starts with them. It starts with them. What's the message? Thank you so very much, Blue Star. Yeah, this is scary for this person. They're afraid. Because you know what? They sat there and jumped feet first, head first into all this conflict without even questioning nothing. They didn't question the validity of nothing. They just jumped in, and then this person thought that they was going to be diplomatic with this group. They don't want to make no waves. They don't want to make waves. They just want to be diplomatic. They want to straddle the fucking fence. Well, they've straddled the fucking fence so much, they started like, damn, I got the worst wedgie. And they realized it's because you sitting on that, you straddling the fence, motherfucker. Of course you're going to have a wedgie. They're realizing they should have put an end to some shit. They should have been, more worldly to think that, you know what, people do act out, and maybe I don't need to fucking straddle the fence. Maybe I really need to stand up for fucking something so somebody don't think I'm a fucking simp and will believe every fucking thing. They was afraid to stand up to somebody who was a bully to say, sit your motherfucking monkey ass down. But now somebody wants to end this bully. Now somebody's ready to put an end to it because you know what, they see that bully was a witch, and that witch controlled the whole family, and that witch worked for the fucking devil. Like I said, the reason your life is going forward, the reason that your life is looking all bright, sunny, lollipops and bubblegum drops, is because you told the truth and you kept it moving. You want to believe a lie? You're going to believe that lie by your damn self. I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here. Now this emperor is sitting here having thoughts about, all the times that they sat there and tried to curse you, come up against you, put more on your shoulders than what you was already going through, the whole time realizing that you was the star. You was the one that brought the 10 of cups. You was the one who, always made them happy. You was the one who this, and like I said, and now they want this opportunity for a new partnership, but they done did too fucking much. They done put 10 swords in your whole back, and now people are looking at them like they was a fool. They made a judgment call. Come to find out, everybody looking at them like they was a fool, because you know what? You was the best thing you was the best present that God gave to anybody. God blessed them with you. And people looking at them like, man, sis, you a fucking fool to lose that. Hey, Brenda, how are you? And somebody, they feel trapped. They wanted to be seen as somebody that was doing something, but they trapped themselves. And like I said, you knew what the fuck was going on. You got victory. You're wise beyond years. Your years. Now somebody was like, damn. You can't sit there and go, damn, I made the wrong mistake after you done did so damn much. That first time that you went in and attacked somebody, the high priestess, that's when you say, damn, I made a mistake. Let me stop that bullshit. But you don't keep doing the shit over and over and over and over for days, weeks, months, years, decades, and then all of a sudden you go, when karma come back, excuse me, y'all, damn, I made a mistake. You don't do that. You don't get that opportunity. You got to take it like a boss, like you wanted collector to take it. Take that shit like a boss, baby. You made a loss. You don't get to sit there and go, damn, you know what? I sure was wrong all 25 years of that shit. Damn it. I should have been more careful. Yeah, it's a fantasy to think that somebody can come back. Especially since judgment has been called and somebody refused to use their discernment, but they using their discernment now because they got karma coming around. And karma said, oh, we about to fulfill this. We gonna persevere with this shit. We ain't going nowhere. No time soon anyway. Yo, you gonna be here because we here. Get comfortable. Put your little house shoes on if you need to. Because we ain't going no fucking where. You and the people that you work with. Everybody getting some. Everybody getting worked over. Everybody getting worked over. Now somebody realized they should never have been trying to be all diplomatic and trying to keep the peace and trying to play both sides and oh, I don't see nothing. I bet you see some shit now. I bet you see some shit now. Especially now that this cycle is closed. I bet you see some shit now, especially since you ain't getting no money. Money's on pause. Stability is on pause. Family relationships is on pause. Now you're seeing some shit. Now you're seeing that you made a choice to sacrifice your own happiness, fucking around with the devil. Bet you see some shit now. Bet you see some shit now. Show the fuck do. It's loud and clear. That sun is glaring. Somebody sees some shit now. They're like, damn, that shit is bright. Turn that light off. Turn that off. Turn the spotlight off. I don't want nobody to see me like this. I ain't did my hair. Oh my gosh, I ain't got no makeup on. Turn that shit off. What's the message? What's the message? Yeah. Careful what you give to somebody else. Because you may have to be strong enough to accept it for yourself. So it only makes sense to pray for somebody to have some positivity. Y'all, can we get more likes? There's 130 in the chat and only 56 likes. If you're enjoying this, please. You know, you have to be more careful. Because what you want for someone else, make sure that you are going to be strong enough to endure that same thing. So if I'm going to sit here and pray for somebody, get something, I'm going to pray for them for their, for them to have some new opportunities, for them to, God bless them with this, bless them with that, bless them. God, make sure that, dear God, let their health improve or let them be able to be okay. Dear God, let them get that job. Let them be able to pay their bills. Let them be able to always have a place to stay. Oh, dear God, let them find that right car. Let them find this. Let them have that. I'm going to pray for the blessings of people. Because then in return, I want to be able to receive blessings. But I'm not going to sit there and do the old shit like, I hope you lose everything. Because then that means that I got to lose everything. And that may not be the way that I want to go. What else, Spirit? What else? What else, Spirit? Thank you. Yep. Somebody thinking that they fucked up when they decided to work with the devil, and somebody else is realizing that this emperor was the devil's best servant. And you was always that star. You was always that angel. You was always that one that they should have listened to. A healer. Somebody should have listened to you when you was trying to give them that message, because you knew what you was talking about. All right, y'all, let's swing the pendulum. Think of your question. I got to jump on here and do my straight 8. But it's Tuesday. All right. Think of your question. Let's see which way the pendulum swings. It looks like the answer is yes. Oh, yeah, it's just getting stronger and stronger. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful Tuesday today. Oh, Lightworker William, thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Lightworker William. J. Mike said he's off today. I know that's right. He got time, so he'll be going hard today. That's right. All right, J. Mike, enjoy your day. Enjoy your day. Everyone, enjoy your day. Red Violet, enjoy your day too. Thank you so very much. And Shay Lynn, thank you. And everyone. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Hope to see you this evening. Hopefully, hopefully it's gonna be an easy day for me at work. Okay. When I have to do a lot of thinking at work, then that's the days that I'm like, I got to just chill. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And let's pray positivity for everyone in the chat so that comes back on us. All right? Love you all. Bye now.